boys, so today we got for you the best player at each position. I really like doing this because it makes me think about my team and what I'm gonna actually do. I'm gonna be switching my team around. I will make a video about that too, so check that out right now. Go look at it after you watch this one, of course. But yeah, man, I really love doing these because it makes me think about my team and like what I can do. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. Let's dive right into it, boys. Alrighty, boys. So let's get right into it. We're gonna start with offensive line. Usually for me, it's gonna just be the highest overall and who has better awareness. So awareness is critical for me this year. Even though I just rock with like what my theme team has. We'll get into it when we get to center, but Matthews best. Hutchinson is the best, and he also gets one of those what I'm gonna talk about. He boosts other legends right now because he's a legend and he's a lineman. They add that to it. I forgot what he boosts, but he boosts something. Same with Kevin Y. He boosts zone, I believe. But your best center right now is Burke. Burke is, you know, elite. And it is Yanda over here. Yanda. And right tackle. I know people might disagree with this because of the weight. I don't think weight matters that much. I had Josh Jacobs and Amon Green. Amon Green weighs more. Josh Jacobs at first was plowing people over way more than Amon Green. Now I have Tank on Amon Green. It's much better. But Dan Dierdorf, weight does not matter to me. It's that awareness, and it is those stats. The run block being under, I don't run that much, so it doesn't affect me. But everything else over 90 is absolutely perfect. Okay, tight end. I'm going to put in an honorable mention at tight end because it does everything. So George Kittle is by far and above away the best. He's just the best. Nobody can touch him. Cole Kmet and Gesicki, very good, very, very, very good. But honorable mention is going to be this Bennett card, this free Bennett card that upgraded to 91 overall. He does it all. Really good blocker. My only complaint about this card is I think he fumbles more than everybody else on my team right now. I don't know why. He's the only one that's been like having a fumbling problem. But he's absolutely elite. Does everything. Blocks, catches, runs pretty good routes. Wide receiver. Fun part, fun part, fun part. Number one, it's gotta be Djax. That speed, you just can't. It's awesome. Great speed, great speed, great speed. Best base speed in the game. Number two. And now, if you go watch my video from last night, I talk about him. Chad Johnson. Amazing. And he's going back up in price, guys. He's already going back up in price. Told you. $350 you could have got him for. He's absolutely best juke in the game, best run after catch. I might actually just go pick this card up and play him as my not a slot. So I run a weird offense, and I'll make a video on that and show you guys what kind of offense I run. On my drag routes and my slants, I have a lot of room to run usually, the way I set my offense up, and I like to hit those drag routes. He is the ideal guy, the best run after catch. He's going to be juking people, breaking tackles, and he's fast. Number three. Another one I'm probably going to catch some flack for. No, I'll be fair. It's Puka. It's Puka. 92 speed, tied with Chad Johnson, tied with Djax. The reason Djax is better is because he gets those accelerations and everything. So he's the best. Puka's number two. Halfback. So, here's the thing. Saquon was terrible for me, but he is the best running back in the game right now. He's the best running back. Quarterback? All right. This one's going to take me a little bit. I'm selling off my 95 overall Vince Young. Vince Young is still QB1. I made a video on it last night, top 10 QBs. Vince Young's number one. He's still number one, but the gap is narrow. Very, very narrow. Vince Young doesn't throw tight spirals. When he doesn't throw a tight spiral on your throws, it is a different quarterback you're using. His throw power goes down to like 80 because they're lofted. They aren't as accurate as well. So you basically have two quarterbacks when you use him. He's still the best because of the scramble ability and all that. He's the best. I recently went back to this Joe Montana, man. He's the best thrower of the ball in the game. There's no questions about that. His release to me is a little slow. He is slow himself. He's not getting out of the pocket. I changed my scheme around a little bit for him to use him, and I am loving him. I don't think I've thrown a pick since I've brought him back to the team. This dude makes every throw perfect. So if you can work around that, and so now what I do if I know they're blitzing, I'll block a tight end and a running back to make sure I don't have to scramble. And as long as my receivers get a sliver of freedom, he's gonna put it on the money, and he's been awesome, to be honest. I hated this card at first, and now I'm kind of liking him. So number 2A and 2B, Anthony Richardson. I'm gonna actually pick this card up, try him out, let you guys know what I think. This card, I've seen a lot of comp players using him. He looks really good. I played against him. He is really good. So I want to pick him up and use him and see. But Jaden Daniels still too. I think he's 2A. He is 2B. Vince Young's number 1. And then if you can build your offense, a lot of people are going to say never. He's too slow. But man, I'm telling you, that guy. And then here's the actual real best running back in the game right now. He's a fullback, but he's the best running back in the game. He gets all the best animations. This guy is a terror. He trucks. He does everything. He's got good catching, I believe, too. Yeah, dude, this card's the best card in the game. He can do it all. Pick him up. Use him. Defense. 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 Easy. Ryan Clark. Love it. A lot of people are going to say that it's Bates, so we'll throw him up there. Larry Wilson's actually really good. I looked him up over this weekend. This guy would be the best looper in the game. I'm just not paying 1,000,000 coins for a looper though. He's the only card in the game that gets over 90 play rec, 90 pursuit, 90 agility, 90 acceleration, 90 speed. He'd be the best looper in the game. So, but Jesse Bates, we'll put him at number 2. Right outside linebacker, it's Vic Beasley. Speed is key for your rushers. I just like speed. Strength does not matter. That Dwight Freeney card proved that to me earlier in the year. Speed is key. Vic Beasley. Middle linebackers. So this Bernard card's pretty good. He's probably the best. I'm actually going to put him as the best. And number 2, we'll do a number 2. Fred Warner. Easy peasy. Left outside linebacker. So it's TJ Watt. I wish it was Matt Stork. I will say since the patch that it looks like sheds are better. They killed blitzing, like schematic blitzing. They killed it, but sheds are a lot quicker. Especially if you send 4. If you send 3, you're not gonna get a shed. But you send 4. This is what's gonna. We'll get into it later. I'll tell you about it. Okay, Kirby Joseph is the best, but I use Leroy Butler. I might sell him and go pick up Kirby. It's crazy. He's more expensive for some reason. So this card's been an absolute monster. He flies out of nowhere to get interceptions. I put deep in zone KO on him. Nobody catches the ball over the middle, deep. This card's been elite, but Kirby Joseph is better. Cornerbacks. I'm going to have fun with this one. So this guy really let me down. He actually lost me a game because he didn't get the interception. I think it's his jumping, but he has broken up the most passes. I replaced Jair with him. He is elite. He breaks up a lot of passes. He's fast. He's good. Number 2. Where did he go? Actually, he's number 1. I'm going to switch it. This card upgraded, guys. I know I have a theme team, but this card upgraded. He makes the best, most incredible plays out of any quarterback I've had all year. Any cornerback. He's won me multiple games. He locks it down. He's the best. He's the best. Go get Lattimore. Use him. This man makes plays on balls. Don't need pick artists. He makes incredible interceptions. I'm not including anything about abilities, and I'm actually going to make a video on abilities after this, so go check it out, guys. And then it's going to be Chris Gramble is over Chris Harris because of height. The height, and I love play rec this year, but Chris Harris does have better play rec, but I'd rather have 3+ agility. That allows him to make more plays on balls. His jumping being at 92. We already talked about jumping. And then you can get his zone easily above that 90 threshold with strat cards. Chris Gamble. And then number 4 is still prime time, guys. Unfortunately, this card's been terrible for me, but elite speed, elite acceleration. I like athleticism at my cornerbacks, guys. All right, right end. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It is Bruce Smith. Micah Parsons is still pretty good, though. This card is terrible, 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 terrible card. Don't ever even think about him. So yep, there's your right end. DT. Mean Joe Green by far and above it weight. I made a video yesterday. I was like, none of his stats pop out to me. But after looking at all these D tackles, guys, like I run a right end at my D tackle right now because of speed. Mean Joe Green gets some really cool X factors. He's got good speed. This card, I'm actually gonna pick him up, use him, give him a go. Left end. So it's JJ Watt, easy JJ Watt. He's the best. But I can't tell you how good Reggie White's been since this update. This dude sheds every single pass time. Like every time they go to pass, he sheds. He's amazing. Great. I don't know what it is about him. This dude's got me so many sacks over the weekend, dude. He's crazy. But JJ Watt's just better at everything except finesse move. So I'm sure the Milkman's better. And that is your best player at every position, guys. Now, I am actually going to do this quick. Some linebackers. I'm going to do users, best users. Best user for me this year so far is Pat Tillman, all the way maxed out. And I only run 2 teams on him. If you run 3, you're going to get more speed even. So, probably even better. But Pat, number 1. He's number 1. And number 2. So, I'll include him. I'm actually going to. We talked about it. Why this guy is the best looper in the game. He's also would be an extremely good user with all those. So you don't need to user him, but he's your best user, guys, because he lacks in some of the categories that stuff he has to do on his own. So there you have it, boys. Let's head over to the outro. Okie dokie, boys. That's going to do it for the video today. Best player at each position. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think I got wrong. Let me know what you think I got right. Probably not a lot compared to what you guys think. That's just what I think. These are my opinions. I really like doing these, though, because it gets my creative juices flowing. I got some ideas for some more videos. I'm going to do a best budget team. I'm going to do best abilities now. I'm also going to do recreating my team. I'm going to build a whole new team. I've been getting a little bored with the game. Switched over to Joe Montana, so I'm having fun with it now. Also, if you made it this far, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel, man. I really appreciate you guys being here and making it this far into the video. You guys are awesome, man. I hope you guys had a blessed day. Peace.